Okay, good morning everybody. I hardened the frizzen on the Thomas Ketland yesterday. Today we're going to test fire it, but we're only going to use wadding. The Thomas Ketland was from England. Built a beautiful piece. This here is a fowler. You can tell by the length and by the thickness of the barrel, and it's a lot lighter than military arms. It's also a little bit more ornate. Okay, we put it on half cock. I didn't bring a measure, so I'm going to mountain man measure approximately 70 grains by cupping my hand. I don't advise anybody to do this unless you're very familiar with the procedure. As you can see, it's in the cup of my hand. Pour it down the barrel. I've been doing this for many years. Tap, 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 because we want to knock the powder down as far and as level into the breech as possible. And I'm only going to shoot a wad today, which is basically a piece of paper towel. I'm going to wad it up, stuff it down the barrel. We'll use the rammer. Powder first, wad second. If I was going to live fire this, it would be a wad, then the shot over top of the wad, and then another wad over top of the shot to hold the shot in place. Now, many years ago, a lot of times they wouldn't have wads handy, so they would find hornet's nest, wasp nest, anything they could use. They could break off pieces, put it in their mouth, gum it up like a spitball, put it down over top, and they could use that for a wad. All right, my favorite priming horn that was gifted to me by my cousin Sid. Beautiful little powder horn. Scrimshawed it. Got a bear in the creek. Beautiful little piece for priming. Okay, and now we have the charge in the bore, and we're going to put a little powder in the pan. I know you've all seen this 1,000 times in the movies. Put that back where it's safe. Gonna tap, 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 tap. Tap the powder into the touch hole. A couple more nice taps just for good measure. This is the first time this thing's been fired in God knows how long. Went right off. That means the touch hole was clear. I did my job before I brought it out to fire it. And on to the next one. Ah, that was beautiful. Who knows how long it's been since that's been fired. This would be a custom-made 54 caliber rifle. Beautiful, beautiful job. Nice maple stock. Heavy 54 caliber barrel, and it's rifled. The other one was a smooth bore, as it's a fowler. So we're going to do about the same with this. Got a mountain man measure. Plug our hole back up in the powder horn. Gonna dump the powder down the bore. Like I said, mountain man measure, only if you've been doing it for years and you know exactly how much should go in your hand. Next, we're going to put the wad in. This one will be much smaller because it's a lot smaller bore, so we don't need as much wad. And seeing as how I don't have a rammer for this one yet because I'm in the process of making it, we're going to use the same rammer as the Ketland. As you can see, quite a bit of difference in length. The length of the barrel will determine how small your group is out, say, 40-50 yards. If you have a shorter barrel, your shot string will open up more, and it'll open up quicker than it does when you shoot it out of a longer barrel, because that barrel holds that shot pattern tighter for a longer distance. Okay, the ramming is done. Time to pull out my favorite little priming horn. Just enough to get the job done. You don't need to fill the pan completely full. All it has to do is catch a spark, suck it into the touch hole, and fire off the charge. Close the frizzen, cock the hammer, one more tap for good measure. Another success story. And there we have it. 54 caliber rifled barrel on the custom hunting rifle in the Thomas Ketland from approximately the 1780s. I'd say they're still doing their job. Safety first, folks. I'm on our property. There's absolutely nothing behind me, which I don't have to worry about anyways because it's just woods, and I'm only firing a wad of paper out instead of a projectile. Now when I go to fire a projectile, I'll go back into the range back there and I'll fire into the side hill. So we're completely enclosed and completely safe. There we have it. Thanks for watching. Two beautiful pieces going off like a Swiss clock. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good afternoon.